Hello everyone, I'm Rishoto and I just thought of a really interesting theory. Now, just imagine if the main six were not exactly what they are now. I mean, what if one of the characters in the group were replaced instead of the original? Of course, it'd be no surprise if any of them didn't exist. For an example, Twilight Sparkle or Pinkie Pie. Well, that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I also would like to mention this is just an analysis, so everything including the comics, we're leaving that to the side. So what if Pinkie and Maud Pie switch places? Now if you go back to my previous videos, Maud Pie can be seen or mentioned all around on my YouTube channel. Of course, like I said before, if you knew me well, Maud Pie is one of my favorite My Little Pony characters. Knowing that she shows signs of expressionless and just not that interesting, well, Maud Pie is smart in any occasion. For an example, in Rock Solid Friendship, when Starlight said, "Boulder, that was awesome," Maud responds with, "No, that was sandstone." Not to forget, but Maud Pie can also be funny. I've also seen a lot of episodes and cameos where Maud Pie appears, including Equestria Girls. Now imagine in another parallel universe of Equestria, instead of Pinkie Pie, let's say Maud were to be in Pinkie's position. Originally, Maud Pie does not like surprise parties, but in this universe, instead, Maud makes surprise parties, and she is now enthusiastic. It makes sense because Pinkie and Maud both grew up on the rock farm. I don't think this would also alter with Shining Armor and Twilight Sparkle. It just wouldn't seem right, but that's another story. It would be cool for an episode, maybe one of the characters had a dream and Maud Pie suddenly just started acting unusual. Well, even if this were to happen where Maud and Pinkie do switch places, then it would be possible that Maud has the element of laughter, while Pinkie, or should I say Pinkamena, just so happens to stay on the rock farm and perhaps even continue to study them. The rocks. If that happens, maybe even the My Little Pony theme would change.
My little pony, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be, until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, fun, a beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete to have mine. To be not all my very best friends.
But hey, that's just a theory. My little theory, and as always, thanks for watching.